Okay, we're back. I just wanted to show you a couple things here. I was using a little bit of white gesso and put that on the plate here so we can make a lighter color of this purple. Okay, and what we're going to do is just mix some of that up. A lot of it's just experimentation, folks, just taking your brush and just experimenting, just experimenting here and there and see if you like how it turns out. You don't, you can repaint it. It's not set in stone, but if you do it like this and you put little layers in, you give it that illusion of giving it lines in the petals. So there's no right or wrong way of doing this. You do it any way you want or any way you think it's going to look nice, and it's fine. How one person does it may not necessarily be how somebody else would do it. Okay, it's just everybody has a different way. Everybody has a different way of doing it, and that's fine. Same thing with antiquing. Don't be afraid to try something new and different. Okay, like if I don't like this color, guess what? I'm going to go back over it again. One nice thing about doing these, you don't need to worry too much about if it's right or if it's not right. See, I'm just blending that in, that color back in. See, I have that little bit of a highlight. See how I did that? Okay, and there is no right or wrong way of doing it. Everybody does it differently when they paint. So how I paint may not be how you do your painting. You might do it a whole different way. But you can learn from different people and their techniques of how they do things. And that's the neat thing about carving. You can do it a number of different ways with the painting. And antiquing is something I haven't really done a lot of. There are people that have done quite a bit of it, and I just want to make mention to you right now that those folks that do the antiquing, they didn't do it all in one shot and learn how to do it on one piece. You got to practice, and if you're afraid you're going to mess up something, folks, just go and try it on something else. Don't try it on a carved piece. Just carve something really small that's simple and fast. I'll tell you, this has been so much fun to do these. I'm going to do a few of these for Mother's Day. Hopefully get a couple of these on eBay before long. And I'm just going to make that hole just a little bit smaller. So the center hole actually is a little yellow, it's a little yellow dot. So what we're going to do is it's good to have a piece of paper towel next to you. I'll be the first to tell you, folks, that I don't care for painting a whole lot. But I have learned to enjoy it. It does bring the thing to life for sure. Now this one's going to look a little different than the last one I did, and that's perfectly okay. And what we're going to do is let's see if I can do this again. Is what you want to do is load up your brush, and you're just going to put a little yellow dot right here. That'll just dress it up nice. You can pull it out a little bit. Okay? Just like that. Alright, that's all that's to it, folks. One thing I'm going to do yet is go back to my darker stuff here, and I'm going to repaint that, because when people look at it from the top, it's going to look kind of funny if it's not the same as the front or darker. You don't want it too many different shades here on the back. So you just want to make sure you get all your edges and all that. Okay? So this, I'm going to go back and touch up a little bit here and there. It's a little hard to see it from where I'm at here, but this was a fun project, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to put some purple back there now. Just mix some purple in there. That's too blue for me. Even though it's the back side, make sure you sign it. And I put it on one of my sticks that I made in one of my other segments. It's really been handy to be able to move it around with, and I still get paint on myself, folks. For some crazy reason, I still do. But it is an easier way of doing this, and I hope that you'll take the time and try to I experiment a little bit here and there with the colors. You know, take a look on Google for this project, you know, and you'll be amazed what you can create by just looking and doing some research on some things. It really is a lot of fun. Okay, so there's our piece. There's one little piece there that I've got to get there. There we go. You know, and make sure you check your edges. Like, see, I just missed a little section there, so I've got to go back and put a little bit there just to dress it up a little bit. You know, and a little bit of white there that I went over. I'll take care of that when I'm offline. But that's it, folks. And I hope you enjoyed this little segment of doing the pansy. You can see all the different kinds now. I'll take this one off of here. I think I can do that without. See, it's a nice little stick. Alright, so there you go. There's our little pansy, our grouping. And I hope that you enjoyed it. Okay? And, you know, oh, one thing before we go, I just want to explain how I'll stick this on. It's the same little thing that I used for the pin, the name tag pin. It's one of these. All you do is glue this to the back of one of these. It will stay nice and flush. Just use some cement, rubber cement, or some good glue. Glue it on there, and then you can stick it through a shirt and put this little clasp on, and that will be it, and that will be your piece. Okay, folks? Thanks again for joining me here on the Carver's Woodshop, and we'll have another project going soon. I see Gene is working on a lot of good beginner projects. Make sure you check his blog out. His blog out and see what he has. He has some really neat stuff going on right now, and make sure you drop in at the Whittler's, G. Messer's YouTube channel. Okay, folks? Hey, folks, thanks again for joining me here on the Carver's Woodshop, and we'll be back soon with another project. Bye-bye.